Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's highly anticipated Netflix documentary series is out, and the couple definitely didn't hold back their punches. As expected, there's been quite an uproar from the UK media, and in the latest series of attacks against the royal couple, Piers Morgan has called them liars. In this video, we'll be talking about what Piers had to say and much more. Let's dive in, starting with Piers Morgan attacks the royal couple. According to Piers Morgan, host of Sky News Australia, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle lie all the time, and their new Netflix series is simply an orchestrated reality show. Mr. Morgan addressed a number of allegations the Sussexes have made over the years, including the claim that the Archbishop of Canterbury had secretly wedded them in their garden 3 days before their Windsor Castle wedding. The journalist stated that it appears that the truth just does not exist in their world, as with all things Meghan and Harry, Piers continued to call the royals hypocrites, claiming that the couple has gaslighted themselves and the entire series is just an attempt to manipulate viewers. Morgan even called Meghan out to sue him if she wants to, taking a rather cheap dig at the royals' previous history of lawsuits with the British media. It seems a bit extreme, doesn't it? One cannot really expect Piers to be neutral in his opinion, considering how often he is the front runner when it comes to criticizing Harry and Meghan, especially the latter. Piers even called the documentary a sickening betrayal and wants the royals to have their title stripped away from them by the institution. What little was left of their relationship with the royal family and what little was left of their own reputations, he claimed, has been torched by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Morgan took aim at the Sussexes' snooze fest of a documentary and claimed that Harry now knows he's hitched to a family wrecker, and if attacking them on the show wasn't enough, the writer continues to express his frustration on social media too. Next up, Piers' one-sided TV feud with Meghan. The controversial host went from publicly singing Meghan's praises to trashing her on TV. So are all these attacks just revenge because the Duchess didn't fancy him back? It's more than just a case of a journalist focusing on one woman. In 2016, Piers and Meghan first connected on Twitter when she messaged him to say she was a fan of his. They became virtual friends before meeting for a drink in London during Meghan's vacation to watch Serena Williams at Wimbledon. Morgan claims that Meghan Markle ghosted him following their 2016 meeting for platonic drinks, but it was the fact that Meghan distanced herself from Piers after meeting Harry that led him to believe she isn't a genuine person. But really, who in their right mind would choose a journalist over a royal prince though? And so began the series of personal attacks that have continued till today. That is what is worrying about this whole thing, isn't it? His entire dislike for her comes from her refusal to entertain a friendship or love relationship with him, a situation that women are all too familiar with. Toxic masculinity alert. Piers has been a vocal critic of the marriage and caused controversy by leaving the set of Good Morning Britain after being questioned about remarks he made, criticizing the Duchess's claims of having attempted suicide. Maybe it's time that Morgan lets whatever unnecessary grudge against Meghan go. One can only wonder what he is fighting so hard for. The right not to criticize the royal family, maybe? Following that, did Harry and Meghan really lie in their documentary? Now, we know that the documentary revealed a lot of inside happenings to the public. The most notable claims made by Harry are that Prince William briefed the media against him, that the institution leaked his communications, and that he thinks Meghan miscarried as a result of a court dispute with the Mail. Many of the claims have been labeled false by numerous sources close to the institution. All of these allegations haven't been supported by any evidence by the royal couple, and that has allowed much space for the media and people to speculate if they're even true. These declarations seem to be up for debate for a long time, since neither side will ever willingly put out damaging proof against the other. After all, at the end of the day, it's a game of words, even if it's one-sided for now. Moving on to, will the royal institution respond to these allegations? Now, we're sure everyone has seen their fair share of family feuds, but nothing can compare to the way the royals have burned bridges with each other publicly. The royal family breathed a sigh of relief after the documentary was released. Many insider sources have claimed that there wasn't as much explosive gossip as the institution was expecting. It's true that Harry and Meghan didn't spend any time or energy coming for specific royals, but but instead chose to focus on the institution's harmful relationship with the media instead. Harry has claimed that there were screaming matches with Prince William, that he was prevented from meeting the Queen, their cold reunion with the royals, and accusations of institutional gaslighting. The royal family has maintained a wall of silence on any accusations up until the release of the most recent episode, and they continue to do so. However, they denied Harry and Meghan's claims of racism and stated that the concerns they brought up, especially that of race, are disturbing. Both Kensington Palace and Buckingham Palace declined to respond when asked for comment by media outlets. We guess that the monarchy will handle this matter the same way they do everything, quietly and discreetly. After all, it's only protocol. According to analysts, if the couple's complaining is to stop, King Charles III should prioritize repairing the family's connection with the Sussexes. King Charles III's coronation invitation to the couple will now depend on how the palace wants to handle these new revelations. Following that, what has been the reaction of the media outlets? Jealousy, lies, controversy, and sympathy, those words have been circulating all over the internet since the documentary came out. The series digs into the toxic but beneficial relationship between the palace and the press. The palace relies on the media to spread its messages, and tabloid newspapers feel justified in publishing private and occasionally incorrect information about members of the royal family because British taxpayers pay for their lifestyles. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have accused the British media of covering Markle in a racist, invasive, and cruel manner throughout the years. The British press didn't hold back their anger. Although one of the big newspapers used their front pages to respond to the particular allegations made against them, some of them splashed angry headlines attacking the pair and directed their rage at unflattering screen grabs from the show. The Daily Mail quoted palace officials who said it's as if the Sussexes intend to bring down the monarchy and accused the pair of an attack on the Queen's legacy. The Sun also accused the couple of tarnishing the late Queen's legacy, splashing Harry the Nasty over its front page. The Daily Express claimed that Harry had hurled slurs at members of the royal family that had caused them to become very distressed. Even broadsheet newspapers such as The Guardian and The Times of London ran front-page stories about the Sussexes, though their coverage was far less dramatic and focused on the series' content rather than reaction. Up next, whose side is the public on now? The internet is divided once again. Many have come out in support of the royal couple and have complimented their bravery. One user commented that it must have taken a lot of strength for the couple to stand up to the racist institution. Their love and their devotion towards one another has also been praised. A lot of people have applauded Harry for taking a stand for his wife, something his father had failed to do for his mother all those years ago. It took a lot for him to leave the known for the unknown. Some found it a satisfying glimpse into their private lives. In modern Britain, there isn't much that brings the right and left together. The Netflix series is clearly proving as the exception. The British have accused the couple of betraying the royal institution for money. One person took to social media to make a snide comment saying that all our struggles are nothing compared to the struggles of the privileged monarchy. While many of us work hard to heat up our houses this winter, the royals are least bothered about it and continue to fight over their petty lies. Many critics label the documentary as boring, exhausting, and hard to get through. Bob Seeley, a lawmaker with the governing Conservative Party, said Prince Harry was attacking important British institutions, trashing his family, and making money off his misery for public consumption. It seems like Meghan's real sin is that the British public can't forgive and Americans can't understand or care to remember. Finally, the documentary fails to help Meghan and Harry. Those who don't care won't watch the limited series. Those who do care or who are intently invested in the real-life soap drama will continue to read whatever they want into it. The Sussexes have clearly suffered in ways that most of us will never. The question is whether they have suffered as much as they believe. In the end, what have they really achieved? Exactly the same reaction and criticism has come, which they've been facing for so long. Harry might be one of the lucky ones as he was able to walk away, sell his story to Netflix, and can choose to take the freedom flight that he has described, but his brother isn't so lucky. The future certainly seems hopeful for the royal couple as they can now concentrate on their family and move on to the next chapter in their life. Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, is due to be released in in January. They seem caught in a royal soap opera of their own making, feeding the very monster they wanted to flee. Our only advice for them is that a period of silence should now be welcomed. But that's going to be a wrap for this video, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. So, do you think Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have lied in their documentary? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, please remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.